So when I was a kid, right? I'm talking about when I was like 5-ish years old, like hella young. I don't know what got into my parents and my cousins and my uncles and my aunties and all my relatives. But one day they just all decided to caravan like hella deep. I'm talking about like 15 cars deep. Like everybody wasn't even related. We just calling in my culture. You gotta call all your elders by auntie, your uncle, or brother or sister, right? But I don't know what happened or what got into my folks. But one day, a gang of these Vietnamese refugees just wanted to mount up in their cars, their trucks, their vans, and just roll hella deep all around San Diego, right? So yeah, you gotta understand this, like back in the 80s, right? It's like in the late 80s, like, and all my uncles, aunts, my mama, my dad, everybody is a straight refugee. They don't speak no English. They just came from the country, came from Vietnam. They just like still like, you know what I'm saying, from the soil, still jungle. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this time we were just, I don't know who got the idea, but it just happened. But we ended up rolling around in this caravan, deep gang of us, right? And they were just rolling around basically San Diego, sightseeing. You know what I'm saying? They were just checking shit out because they're new to America and they didn't really check shit out before. And I guess instead of doing it by themselves, they're probably too scared to go roll around like a family alone and check out San Diego and shit in America. They rather do it as a group. So if they get lost together. You feel me? Type shit. That's what I was thinking. Well, anyway, so Trip, we were rolling around San Diego all day, right? Just checking out the scene, just driving around, right? And then we ended up going deeper, like further to like northern San Diego, right? Where there's like farms and shit. And the whole caravan, my whole entire family, like 15 cars deep, rolled onto this farm, right? And I don't think the farmer expected this shit. I don't think he was like, what the fuck going on here? Like when does 15 cars roll up into my farm like this, right? And then all of a sudden, out hops a gang of Vietnamese refugees with flip flops, and they all skinny with dark skin, smoking cigarettes, like just like what's happening? You know what I'm saying? So So the farmer comes out of his house, like this is like a real bona fide farmer. We had like a real farm. This one got overalls, cowboy hat on. Like the farm got horses and pigs and chickens. Like it's real shit. It got a barn, hay, a John Deere tractor, the whole nine. Like real farm. There's a swing hanging from the tree, all that shit, right? So the farmer come out, right? And he just like tripping out, like, God damn, where did all these Asian, the Vietnamese motherfuckers come from, right? And I'm talking about from little kid, baby, infant, always old motherfuckers with missing teeth. Like the whole gang was there. Whoa, right? So we were hella deep. I'm talking like 15 cars deep. So my dad and my uncle and them told my sisters and them that could speak English, like, hey, translate, tell the farmer that we want to buy a cow. So somebody translated to the farmer, right? I don't remember. This is so long ago. But somebody translated to the farmer, my people want to buy a cow, right? And so the farmer was like, what you want to buy a cow for? Like, you want to buy a cow and put it in the back of your truck and take it somewhere? Like, what's going on here, right? And so the translator told my dad, like, what you guys want to buy a cow for? And Vietnamese, like, what you guys want to buy a cow for? What's going on, right? And they're like, we want to buy a cow so we can kill it right now, so we can unalive it right now and barbecue it. You know what I'm saying? They went old school country on their ass, right? So my family, my relative translate to the farmer, like, yeah, they want to buy a cow to barbecue it right here on the spot, right? And the farmer, he tripping. He looking around like, what the hell going on here? He like, man, first of all, do you know how much a cow costs? Do you have enough money to buy a cow? It ain't that cheap as you think it is, right? And second of all, y'all think y'all could just eat a whole entire cow in one sitting? Or what? So they're like going back and forth, and they're translating it, and so they're like, how much does it cost? And they tell each other how much it costs. My dad, they're like, oh yeah, that's too expensive, we can't afford that, right? And they're like, yeah, and we're gonna eat as much as we can, and whatever we can't finish here, we just gonna chop it up and split it, and everyone's gonna take some home. You feel what I'm saying? So the farmer's like listening and going back and forth, right? So finally the farmer was like, check this out. y'all, how much y'all got? And they didn't have that much, right? Probably like $200, $250, something like that, right? So the farmer was like, check this out. From however much you guys got, I can't slide y'all a cow. You feel me? Like that's out. Like y'all can't get a cow. But he's like, look, but I do got like this super old ass horse that's like on his last leg, hella old, all the way out there in the fields. I don't know if y'all mess with horse, but you know what I'm saying? But if y'all want for what y'all got, the amount of money y'all got, y'all can have that horse. You know what I'm saying? And so my dad was like, bet, run that, right? They like, oh, we get a whole horse? Oh yeah, it's going down, right? So they go all the way out to the field. There's this big ass field. There's other horses out there, goats, cows, pigs, whatever, animals out in the field, right? But like all the way in the cut is this old ass horse. And all you see is a group of my dad, and all my uncles. They hella deep. They all got flip flops on. They got their shirts rolled up. They got button shirts with their chest open. You know what I'm saying? They looking like beast mode savages, right? Some of them are holding sticks in their hand. They go all the way out there, and they try to like get the horse to come back to the farm. The horse like, man, leave me alone, right? So they try to hit it on his butt with a stick. So the horse is like, man, get off me, right? So one of my little skinny uncles that's always doing something crazy, right? He went behind the horse and he pulled the horse's tail, right? And the horse took off running. And my uncle got drugged by the horse, right? And my dad and all my other uncles was chasing him, saying, let go of the tail, let go of the tail. And this fool hanging on, screaming. And my dad and my uncles and all that were like, just let go of the tail, fool, just let go of the tail. So he let go. And then they finally ended up coaxing the horse back to the farm. It took a while too, because the horse was tripping. It was scared, right? It was like, what's going on, man? Where the hell y'all come from? And what y'all want with me, right? But they kept on messing with it, got it back to the farm, right? And the farmer came out with a pew pew, and the farmer knocked it down, right? And after that, the farmer was just tripping, like, y'all crazy as hell, right? So my dad and them asked him for some bricks, some cinder blocks, if he had anything like that, so they could make a barbecue grill, like a pit. And so the farmer gave them some cinder blocks, and then on top of the cinder blocks they just threw some chicken wire, right? Like some good like chicken wire. And then they hung the horse up, and they did the thing. The farmer just sitting there watching. You know what I'm saying? They drained it, they whooped it, and ching it, and boom boom it, whatever. And then right there onto the grill, right there onto the barbecue, the smoked wood and all that shit, they just threw slabs of meat and just made it, just start cooking it like that. And look, they didn't put no salt, no pepper, no seasoning, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, right hand to God, they were just throwing slabs, steaks on the grill, right? And then I was a little ass kid, that shit smelled hella good, right? I was just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I just see the whole thing go down, right? I was just like, hell yeah. Like I was just feeling like, I don't know, like, like the caveman, like deep down inside of you, like coming alive, like, yeah, I remember this from sometime. Like I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's bringing something alive in you, right? But I remember my mom, she gave me a piece of that freaking steak. It was hella hot, but she's like, hold up. She was trying to cool it down, like, hold up, right? But I was like, man, give me that shit, give me a piece. And she finally gave it to me. It had no salt, no pepper, nothing on it. It was just pure horse, straight off the barbecue grill, but it had the smoke from the wood. I bit that piece of meat. I don't know what part it was of Mr. Ed, but I bit it, right? That shit was hella good.